All right, I'm here at Messick's doing a little shopping. This is actually the used yard. So tons and tons of used equipment here. This is I don't even know if this one's available, KX040 out of the rental fleet. It's got a little bit of damage on it. These are really nice. So you can see it's got a big dent in the side, little scratched up, but pretty typical, I think, for most of the rental units you're gonna find. A couple pre-owned KX033s, which is really what I was looking at. But I can still tow this 40 around with my F250 and be under all the legal requirements. Check this thing out. How cool would this be for hauling firewood off of your property? Look at this little thing. I mean, it's got a pretty good sized dump box on it. I'm sure it's 4-wheel drive. Some nice off-road tires for getting through your woods, down your trails. These things are pretty neat. All right, let's head down here. Let's go back to the new stuff. There's another one. Tons of track loaders over there. Really anything you're looking for construction equipment wise, they probably have it here. So let's go find some excavators. There's a New Holland 37C. These are pretty nice. These 3.5 tons are more what I'm looking for. There's a big 57. These are almost identical to the case from what I understand. Angle blade. And these are all made in South Korea now. I think the same with the cases. But from what I've read, that's a pretty nice machine. That's they're the only two New Hollands I see. All right, here's the Kubotas. Some big boys here, 80s. And then here's a little lineup of 33s. Bunch of 33s without the cabs, and then a couple with. There's a 40, 57. So there's a 40 with the straight blade. And two 33s with the angle blades. And those are the ones I'm looking at. So let me head in and find my sales guy, see if we can chat about these a little bit. Hi guys, I am back from Essex, and as you can see, I got another load of firewood in the back of the truck. That is the rest of the wood I had cut up from that clearing job over the weekend. So I still have a lot more to do out there, but it's starting to get pretty muddy around here. So I think that we are done with winter and spring is here a little bit early. Now I'm okay with that, but the only problem right now is the ground is thawing out, so everything is starting to turn into a muddy, soupy mess. But hopefully that means we'll have a nice, dry spring. Now, the trip to Essex was a big success. So, as you guys know, I have been shopping around for a new piece of equipment. I have talked about a mini excavator. I've talked about a stand-on skid steer. And right now, I think a Mini X is going to be the best tool to add to my arsenal. So we have got a ton of dirt moving projects to do around here. So I need to open up my whole log yard. I need a lot more space to work, to store firewood, and really expand the business because it keeps growing. So I desperately need to make more room for that. And the excavator is going to allow me to do that. So plus that is going to be really nice to have here. Once all that dirt moving is done, it's going to be a nice machine to have on the property, and it's going to be very useful working for the firewood business. So really excited to finally get this done. I've been stressing about this. I've been researching nonstop, but I ended up going with the Kubota, the KX033. Looks like that is going to be plenty of machine for my needs. It's a 3.5 ton machine, still going to be easy to travel around. So if I want to take it to the job site, if I book more of these cleanup jobs, it'll be really nice for that. So really excited to finally make some progress on this, and we'll talk a lot more about it once it's here. Probably going to be another 2, maybe 3 weeks before I actually have it here, but we'll dig more into that at a later time. So really appreciate any of you guys that reached out to me with some advice, what machines you guys own and run, what's been working best for you, for your business, because that's been a huge help, and I really appreciate anyone that's reached out to me with any information. So what am I going to work on today? I have got wood piled up everywhere around my splitter. So I need to get this stuff out of my way. I need to start making a little more room around here. So I've got this red oak basket that we're going to top off and get that thing moved. And then I want to get through as much of this wood as I can, get this stuff cleared out of here. And this stuff is all going to go into my woodshed. I have one basket behind it. That is from the cleanup job, that first load I hauled in here. So I want to get that stuff split and into another basket and, get things cleaned up. So that's what we're going to work on today. Let's get to it. Let's get the splitter warmed up. I also got a new implement for the tractor, which I'll show you guys in a little bit here. It's actually something I already have, but this one is going to be compatible with my quick hitch, and it's going to be very handy to have. So let's get some of this work done, and then we'll go unbox that. All right, so I got all that wood split and moved that I wanted to. And now I'm gonna unload the truck and actually put it right back to where I had that other wood stacked. But let's crack this open and check this out. Hopefully this fits. This has been one of those items I've been looking at for a while now, ever since I got the dump trailer. And it is, whew, can we get it out? It's from Titan Attachments. They make some pretty decent stuff. But what we got here is a trailer mover. So the other one I have is not compatible with my quick hitch, so I'd have to take my quick hitch off. So I really wanted to get one that worked with the quick hitch, because I also have a quick hitch on the BX out of my mom's house, and I need that quite a bit to move the log splitter around out there. So this will work on both tractors. It'll be super handy, and it's gonna make moving stuff a whole lot easier. So I don't have a whole lot of room out front here in my driveway. So being able to use the tractor to move the dump trailer around is a whole lot easier than using your pickup truck. Now this one's pretty nice. This one's pretty heavy duty. It already has the ball on the top for gooseneck. I'm not going to be using that, but it has the 2-inch hitch, which I have a ball for this. You've got chain hooks, and you've got a hook here if you want to drag stuff with it. So it's got nice reinforcements. So it should be a pretty nice heavy duty implement to use here that, like I said, I'm going to get a whole lot of use out of. Now, let's make sure it fits. So I need to take that off. Hopefully I don't have to adjust that. Don't want to lose those clips. All right, so I gotta move the hook down 1 notch. Gosh. There we go. Let's try this again. There we go. Now she's on. What's also nice with this, you can hang suitcase weights right from here. So it would actually be really nice to get about 500 pounds in suitcase weights and use this when I'm moving my totes around, because the box blade's really wide. You know, that weighs about 500 pounds, but having this smaller package on the back would actually be really nice. Doesn't stick out as far, so turning in tight areas is going to be a lot better, and obviously not nearly as wide. So that could really come in handy. So you could use this for a lot of things, you know, besides towing your trailers around. You got the chain hook to drag stuff with. You could put tons of weight on this thing if you want to use it for counterbalance, gooseneck. So this will be a really handy implement. Let's get the truck unloaded. All right, guys, I think that's going to wrap things up for today. So we got a good amount done. As you can see, I have a new wall of firewood to split, and I really like it here. Actually, this has kind of become my preferred method, stacking it in between these two posts, and then it's easy to grab, throw right on the splitter and right into one of my totes that I set here, and then easy access for the tractor to get in and out and move them around. So this has been the quickest way for me to process firewood. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. If you like the content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.